I did this mega fest with TD Jakes. No Diddy. I did
There you go. Come on, Lavelle. You was trying to sneak out.
No. Only reason I said it, Diddy wasn't there then.
Man, get Lavelle, man.
I mean, man, we gonna swallow that and move on.
Okay. Come on, Lavelle.
No Diddy.
I gotta take another drink. You might need to pour you one too.
No, that's the symptoms of that cognac. See, that slipped out. My brain was like, no, don't do it. My tongue said, that. We gonna do it.
If everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed.
Shannon Sharpe has been on fire recently, making headlines with his controversial interviews, whether it's Oprah, Tyler Perry, or any other high-profile figure. Sharpe has been diving deep, exposing what he claims to be hidden truths about these well-known personalities. His recent interviews have been nothing short of explosive, drawing both praise and criticism from across the board. Now the spotlight is on TD Jake, and it's clear that things are about to get even more intense. Jakes, the renowned pastor and motivational speaker, has found himself in Sharpe's crosshairs. In his recent interviews, Sharpe has made some provocative claims about Jake, and it's safe to say that he is not pleased. He's been outspoken about his frustration with Sharpe's approach, arguing that these exposes are not only invasive, but also potentially damaging to his reputation and career. Jake feels that Sharpe's relentless pursuit of controversy is unfair, and that it's undermining his years of hard work and dedication. The situation has escalated to the point where he is actively confronting Sharpe, expressing his anger and disappointment publicly. This clash between two powerful figures is generating a lot of buzz, and it's clear that the stakes are high, with Jakes firmly standing his ground and Sharpe continuing his probing interviews. This drama is set to unfold in a way that's bound to keep everyone talking. Buckle up, because this showdown is shaping up to be one of the most talked about confrontations of the year. Now let's talk about TD and how his life in the limelight has taken a serious turn for the worse. The bishop has been a prominent figure for years, known for his powerful sermons and significant influence. But things took a dramatic nosedive recently when he got caught up in Diddy's high-profile lawsuit. Since that lawsuit hit the headlines, it's like a storm has been unleashed on the bishop. His name being dragged into such a major legal battle has put him under a harsh spotlight. And suddenly it seems like everyone is scrutinizing every aspect of his life. Secrets that were once well guarded are now spilling into the public eye, and he is facing a flood of criticism and controversy. The intense focus on him following the lawsuit has brought a wave of exposes and revelations that are damaging his public image. It's as if the lawsuit was a catalyst that ignited a frenzy of interest in his personal and professional life. What was once a well-respected reputation is now being overshadowed by these unfolding dramas, making it a challenging and turbulent time for him. TD Jake is particularly heated with Shannon Sharpe right now, and it's not hard to see why Sharpe's show has become a platform where guests have been taking jabs at the bishop, and that's something he just can't sit back and accept. First, there was Katt Williams, who didn't hold back when he took aim at Jakes during his appearance. Williams' criticism was sharp and relentless, leaving no stone unturned in his attack on Jake. Then, as if that wasn't enough, Lavelle Crawford came on the show and joined in on the bashing. Crawford's comments were equally biting, further fueling the fire and escalating the situation.
Talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things, because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all.
Jake, seeing these two high-profile comedians using Sharpe's platform to publicly criticize him is a major blow. It feels like a personal attack, especially since these public figures have a significant reach and influence. He sees Sharpe's show as complicit in these attacks, and that's why he's so angry. It's not just about the criticism. It's about feeling betrayed by someone who in his view should be a neutral party, rather than a facilitator of his public vilification. This has only added to Jake's frustration, and has intensified the conflict between him and Sharpe.
because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man, come on.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was gonna expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Even Shannon Sharpe was taken aback by the revelations he uncovered about TD. Initially, Sharpe might have approached the situation with a certain level of skepticism. But what he discovered during his research and interviews really shook him the depth of the allegations and the details that came to light were more than he expected. However, it was C. Williams who really pushed Sharpe's perspective into overdrive. Williams, with his sharp insights and fiery rhetoric, convinced Sharpe that the bishop had been putting up a facade all along. According to Williams, Jake wasn't the pious and virtuous figure that many believed him to be. Instead, Williams painted a picture of someone who had carefully crafted a public persona that masked a very different reality. Williams' assertion struck a chord with Sharpe, who started to question the image he once had of Jake's. The more Sharpe heard, the more he felt misled, leading him to reassess his own views and approach. This revelation from Williams not only intensified Sharpe's scrutiny of the man, but also added a layer of personal disillusionment, as he felt he'd been deceived by the polished image he had maintained for so long.
30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing...
You will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But
no
I didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a lie.
heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face